Good morning from the International Space Station Flight Control Room at the Johnson Space Center in Houston and Mission Control. As we begin our coverage today of U.S. Spacewalk 82, you are looking live inside the equipment lock of the Quest airlock of the International Space Station as the two astronauts who will venture outside the Quest airlock a short time from now. Josh Cassada, who is on the right side of your screen, wearing the suit bearing the red stripes, and just hidden from the field of view, Frank Rubio, who's on the left side, being attended to by Koichi Wakata from the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, and NASA astronaut Nicole Mann. There you see Rubio on the left. Those are our two astronauts for today who will venture outside for a spacewalk expected to last about 7 hours, the focus of which will be on the starboard foretruss of the International Space Station to install and monitor the deployment of one of the IROSAs, the ISS Rollout Solar Arrays, one of two that were delivered on a SpaceX Cargo Dragon resupply craft last Sunday to the International Outpost. The spacewalk today is the 256th in support of space station assembly, maintenance, and upgrades. The third spacewalk that is scheduled for Expedition 68 so far this year. The 11th out of the International Space Station in 2022. Cassada and Rubio ventured outside back on November 15th for a 7-hour, 11-minute spacewalk in which they installed a so-called modification kit, basically a series of brackets on the starboard six truss of the International Space Station for a future spacewalk in which an IROSA, an ISS Rollout Solar Array, will be installed for the 1B power channel of the International Space Station. That 1B channel will be a prime factor in today's spacewalk activities. We'll be talking more about that in just a second. The IROSA to be unfurled today to work in concert with its legacy solar array on the starboard foretruss, again delivered last Sunday on a SpaceX Cargo Dragon resupply craft, will be removed from a flight support structure on the truss of the station. It will be hand-carried by Cassada, who will be affixed in the manipulator foot restraints on the end of the space station robotic arm, the Canadarm2, and transported from the stowage position in which the array is located at the moment over to a bracket that was installed back in March of the International Space Station's spacewalk array to be installed on the starboard foretruss and then unfurled, that ISS rollout solar array to work in concert to augment the electrical output of the 3A power channel of the International Space Station.
20 and number